Okay, so hi everyone that is watching this. I don't want to make this video, but I have to make this video to address a lot of things and a lot of people, and this is going to be hard for me to make this video because I'm so heartbroken and I'm so devastated about the situation that I'm in, but it's something that needs to be made and it's something that needs to be done, so I'm gonna make it. So as everyone knows, my entire life, ever since like 7th grade, I think it's been very obvious that I've wanted to go to New York, and I've always wanted to live in New York. I've always wanted to do everything, and once I became a cosmetologist, I've always wanted to do makeup there, and I was supposed to graduate high school first semester of senior year, so that would have been this. I would have had 1 semester left, and then I randomly applied to my favorite college, and it's really hard to get in, and I got accepted. So once I got accepted into my dream college, I was so excited, and then I was like, well, that starts in August, which would be the start of my senior year. So we decided to graduate a year early. So then I graduated junior year of high school, and I was supposed to go to New York. If anyone knows my living situation, they knew how tough it was, I don't know how deep I want to go into this, and I don't know how much I want to say about the subject, because it's a tough subject, but my entire life growing up, my parents were always super strict, and that's just kind of how it was. My sister, she did really bad things. No one really knew about it, but it was like to escape something, and like it was always such a bad living situation at home that, like, I don't know, like I never had people over. I was always wanting to leave, like ever since I was younger. Anyway, with that being said, my parents, all of a sudden, before I started to leave, like a few months before, so like once I graduated high school, they were like, oh shit, she's really leaving. And my mom never thought I was gonna leave in August. She always thought I was gonna leave in January. So she told me, she was like holding things above my head. Like, I literally left my pants on the bathroom floor one time, and she was like, people that go to New York don't leave their clothes on the bathroom floor. Like, it was just like really, she's like, I'm gonna pull your loans because you forgot to clean up your bathroom. I'm gonna do this because you're gonna, like, and it was just so stressful, and it was awful. It was so awful. I know that sounds so dramatic, and there's a lot worse things that I just don't want to go into that subject right now. But when I went to go take my boards of cosmetology license, whatever that's called, for my exam, my mom knew that I was supposed to be up, and I had set an alarm, and for some reason that alarm didn't go off. I don't know why. I don't have any knowledge of why it didn't go off. So I woke up, and it was Adam's mom calling me because she was going to take me down to Denver, and I was so late. I was like, Mom, I'm not going to make it. And she's like, aw, that sucks. You want me to reschedule it? And I was like, why didn't you wake me up? This is the most important day of my entire life, and you're just going to be like, oh, you want me to reschedule it for you? No, I want you to wake me up. Like, I understand that it's my fault that I wasn't awake, but anyway, so that was kind of just like the setting, like it set me over. So I had been giving her every single amount of my money since I was in 7th grade. She had controlled my money my entire life. She's always never let me have any money. If I wanted to do anything, I was never allowed to because I wasn't able to have access to my money. I had a job starting freshman year, and it was $10 an hour cash every week. I would work an insane amount of hours. I would have so much money, and I was never able to have it. And so for 4 years straight working, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, no jobs at some point. There was a few months where I didn't have a job, and then there was a few months where I had 3 jobs. And no matter what, I would have to give her my paycheck. No matter what, I'd have to give her my money, no matter what. And I was just like, I would always ask her how much money I had. Since 7th grade, she's like, freshman year, she's been like $2,000. And I was like, well, that doesn't seem right. Like, $2,000, I feel like would be not accurate. So I asked her the one day before I moved out, and I was like, can I have access to my bank account? And she was like, no. And I was like, no, like, can I have access? Like, I don't want you to tell me how much I have because I don't believe you, and quite frankly, I don't trust you. Where's my money going? And at this point, I'd been saving all my paychecks, all my tips in my car because I knew something bad was gonna happen. Hi, Indigo. Indigo, come here. Guys, look at this fucking dog. It's a pit bull. Come here, Indigo. Come here. Look at her, look at her, look at her. Baby, she's 4 months. Anyway, I knew she had been like, so I just been like saving my paychecks because I was like, I don't trust where my money's going. Well, with that being said, I ended up asking her for that, and she was like, no. And I was like, come on, I'm about to leave for New York and you're asking me to grow up, and I'm trying to grow up and you aren't giving me the ability to do so. I don't even know how to write a check. I don't know how to do bank stuff. I don't know how to do anything besides do what she's told me to do my entire life. So with that being said, we got in a huge fight, and she's like, how about you just move out? And I was like, fine. Like, it was like the mutual thing where it's like, I'll leave, and then they're like, no, you leave. Like, I said it first, kind of like, I quit, no, you're fired thing. So that happened, and I was at the Cactus just eating with Hallie, and my mom was calling me, just going off on me, just being crazy. There were so many people there, just, okay, hold on, I have to show you her. Oh my god, look at how stinking adorable this fucking dog is. Anyway, so many people saw what was going on, and so many people saw, like, and, like, heard everything. So then she goes, okay, I'm pulling your loans to school, and I was like, no, you're not gonna pull my loans to school. Pulled my loans for school. I went home, I got everything that I had that I needed. I had, like, 2 suitcases full of clothes and my makeup bag, and that's all. I forgot to pack socks, so for the first week I didn't have socks, and like, she pulled my loan, she canceled my phone bill, so she shut down my phone bill, so I didn't have a phone to use. She literally took away everything that I had, and I was just trying so hard to keep her around until college got paid for, because I didn't want to, like, that was the only reason why I needed her. But when she just took everything I had, I was like, well, then there's literally no point in me being here, because I'm not going to be here to just hang out with you or anything like that. I don't see a point in me living here, so I took everything, lived with Hallie for a few weeks, lived with Maddie, and then right now I'm about to start moving into my new apartment. I got an apartment in downtown Loveland. It's so nice. It's a, like, 1-bedroom loft apartment. It has a patio, it has a pool, it has a workout thing, it has this huge grilling place. It's literally so stunning. I love it a lot. It has a fireplace. It has a fireplace. It's kind of cool. It's a pretty big apartment. So I'm eventually going to be moving into there. So when she pulled my loans, I wasn't able to go to New York because obviously I don't have $20,000. I don't have $10,000 for the room. I don't have that money. I'm 17 years old, and she's been stealing my money my entire life. I had $200 from a paycheck I've saved because I didn't want her to take it. And she was like, I don't know, she just took it, and she's like blaming it on me, like, this is your fault, you're not, like, eh. And I'm like, I have no control over this, and I'm so heartbroken of the fact that in 2 days I'm supposed to be in New York City, and right now I'm here living out of my car in my friends' houses because the situation at home is so bad that I can't even go back. And I am so sad to say that, and that, like, hurts me, like, to physically say that. So I can't, I'm not going to New York. I was going to go in January, save up $8,000, put down the first payment, go in January. And then I thought, well, I'm moving into my apartment right now. I don't want to just have to pack up and leave again. So once November comes, I'm going to reevaluate and see if I do want to go in February or January. And if I do, I'll go. And if I don't, then I'm going to go in August. And if I don't go in August, I may never go to New York City. I don't really know what the plan is. I don't really know any of this, and I feel like such a failure, and I feel like my entire life, like, I've worked so hard for something that just got taken away from me, and it's just really frustrating and hard to deal with. But I'm really excited to get my own place. I'm really excited to be living there. I'm really excited to just be on my own, and I don't know. Once I turn 18, I want to start working as a waitress. I want to, you know, right now I'm just hosting, but it's really good money, and so I don't really know. There's a lot of loose ends. There's a lot of, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's kind of my life right now. I don't really know what's gonna happen. But if anything happens, I'll obviously keep everyone updated. If anyone has questions, please comment them down below. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I forgot. And I know I sounded really dramatic with the parent situation, but that's not even a beginning of it. And I know that there's like so much worse has happened in that household that I don't want to speak of, and that I don't want to talk about yet, because I don't feel like I'm quite ready to talk about anything that's been going on in my life. But I do feel like I have to say this, even though I'm not ready to say this, and even though I'm not ready to accept this, I have to say this, because everyone's been asking me, when do you leave? When do you do this? And I'm like, I don't. So I'm sad. That's all.